What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy StereoRifles tuning in on the microphone, and if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content you're watching right now, smack that like button down below for me and subscribe, because more people I get to talk to, the better. Now let's get into it, man. I want to just say right off the bat, man, I gotta admit, when I first saw the footage of this Call of Duty being shown, some of the pre-alpha and all that, I was pretty damn excited. Yes. I was pretty damn excited. I did the fucking Carlton dance when I saw Modern Warfare. No, I actually didn't. But, if you actually met me in person, that might be something I would do. I'm a pretty goofy son of a bitch. If you actually met me IRL, I'm actually a pretty funny guy. I like to just clown around a lot. Yeah, I'm kind of a fucking clown. But anyway, man, Infinity Ward confirmed back in August that they wanted to accommodate all playstyles, including camping. And excuse me, I see where they're going, but as you know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that camping, in my opinion, is kind of a cheap shot or an exploitation of the game, exploiting rushers, exploiting aggressive playstyles. You know what I'm saying? But my beef is, since when has Call of Duty ever not catered to campers? I mean, come on, we just came off Black Ops 4. They literally reinvented the worm squirm built into the game, the torque shield, the razor wire. Hell, even the Nomad, he had his mesh mines and his troll ass dog. I mean, camping is nothing new. I mean, again, when the company actually comes out with things built into the game specifically for camping, they make, call it, oh, it's for locking down lanes, it's for defending and all this nonsense. We know, man, Worm Squirm 2.0. It's the Doom Shield, baby, with the built-in microwave turret, for Christ's sake. But one thing I will say, I gotta give Blackxworm, the Worm Squirm, the man, the myth, the legend, the ultimate camper, I gotta give him props, though. I'm a big fan of his channel. He's hilarious. If you've never gone back and watched his Black Ops 2 vids, the guy will be dropping like double swarms and shit. The guy's hilarious. Not only is his playstyle hilarious, but his live commentary as well. But the reason why I respect the guy is because when Worm camps, you know where he's at. You know where the Worm's at. Especially if it's the same map over and over. He's got his certain spots picked out. Hell, he's made videos on it. He's got his Doom Shield, or in Black Ops 4, he had his Doom Shield with the microwave turret and his razor wire. He would even say, come in, the water's fine. Where do you think Thunder got that from? If you ever watched, Thunder do his Worm Squirm, he got it from the Worm, man. But the point I'm making is, like I said, you know where he's at. What is annoying, as you know, about typical corner camping dudes, especially in Modern Warfare, you never know where they're going to be, especially if it's the whole team doing it. I mean, I played the match on, what was it? What was it called? Ramaza? Or Bramza? One of the new maps, in Modern Warfare, and so many times, I think I was just playing TDM, and there's two players literally sitting in the very back of their spawn on a box or a crate. I mean, you can't even come out and say that's playing tactical, bro. You can't even say not leaving your spawn at all is tactical. Like, come on now, man. You can only take it so far. But I digress, man. Let's move on. One thing I do want to say real quick, man. There's this song I heard on the radio the other day. I think it's been out for a while. It's some pop singer, but it goes, baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. Like, man, that totally sums up Modern Warfare in a nutshell, man. Because you got the back spawn, you got the front spawn of a map. Most of these maps are pretty linear, if you want to call it that. Almost rectangular shape. I know there's a bunch of circular maps and different variations, but that's what it feels like, man. One side sits there, the other side sits there. It's like, since when in Call of Duty do we not meet each other in the middle, man? Think of Nuketown. Think of any map. I know I'm going to do Treyarch maps right now, like Fringe, you know what I mean? All these maps, the action is always in the middle of the map. And I know what you're going to say, well, Treyarch maps are 3-lane, there's always the big middle gunfight, that's where all the action is. But, that's not necessarily true. Infinity Ward, even Sledgehammer maps, still have that same design theme. The middle of the map is usually where most of the action is. But I know there's a lot of asymmetrical, chaotic, over-engineered things going on in Modern Warfare this year, but still, I'm just saying, man, if no one wants to leave the spawn, you're never going to see that action. Now, there's two quotes My boy TheMarkofJ, man, one of my favorite COD YouTubers, one of the best pub stompers of all time. And I know, I'm sure just about every one of you that watch my channel know who he is. But I bet there's plenty of you out there that never actually checked this shit out. I was just watching some of his COD Ghost gameplay. Go back, just type in TheMarkofJ COD Ghost. Watch the guy go off, man. God, he's a legend, bro. He really is. As a solo public player, he's a legend. But anyway, first quote. This was coming from, I think I was watching his live stream the other day. And it's just a few things that he said, and I kind of agree with. First, how are you supposed to learn the maps if you don't move around the map? That's for me, personally, what I like to rush is just that. It shortens the learning curve because the more you traverse the map, the more you memorize where people kind of spawn or tend to end up, tend to camp, tend to head glitch, you know. So if you're not leaving your spawn, if you're just sitting in a certain power point in the map the whole time, how in the hell you gotta learn it, right? I mean, come on, you can't tell me that is not a valid argument. Another thing he said was, okay, so this game's supposed to be real war, hyper-realistic. Then why is everybody just standing around in their spawn instead of advancing and gaining terrain to win the match? And I know modern combat is a little different. They have a lot of electronic-based equipment, radar, and tactics. Less and less infantry is used nowadays compared to the olden days. But if you think back to, you know, you ever watch like Braveheart or, you know, any of these old school war movies, what do? You got one side, you got the other side, they got their horses, they got their shields, their spears, their bow and arrows, what have you. And what do? They charge towards the middle, you know, and that's kind of what war's always been. Like I said, I know modern battles aren't necessarily fought that way, but keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I know they specified the realism this year, but it's still a goddamn video game after all. It's about fun. What? How in the hell you having fun sitting in the back of the map soon as you spawn and not leaving it? I mean, come on, can you argue with me on this subject? Anyway, so I'm going to finish this rant out with this. So if everybody's playing super tactical, campy, posted up in a spot, how in the heck are you going to get kills? If all 12 members of the team are posted up, not moving, it would not work. Nobody would get kills. There's always got to be somebody rushing or at least traversing the map in order to get kills. The system would not work. If everybody did what everybody's saying on Twitter and online, that you got to just learn the game, play tactical, you can't rush like you used to. If that was the case, nobody would be getting kills. And that explains why you're playing team deathmatch and the final score is only like 60 to 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, it's a broken system. And in previous Call of Duties, yes, Black Ops 4 and back, even when I started on Ghost, yes, there's always been campers, but it was never the whole team. You know what I mean? The camping meta this year is so strong that it's literally affecting the fun factor of the game. And like I said, I'm going to finish this rant with dead silence. Whether we get the minimap back to a traditional manner, I don't know if we ever will. But I figure at least if a buffed dead silence is going to at least alleviate a lot of my concern. Right now, I know they actually buffed it as far as making it actually work. I watched Exclusive Ace's video the other day, and the pre-patched dead silence basically did nothing. You could still hear footsteps loud and clear. But after the buff, it sounds like a traditional ninja / dead silence perk. But it's only 15 seconds long. But if you do land a kill, it resets the timer. So if you do stay, if you do stay on the move, that rushy play style, yes, you can keep your dead silence going. But I still would like to see it buffed to at least 30, I'd say to 45 seconds. That might alleviate, like I said, my concerns in the game. But we'll just have to wait and see, man. Like I said, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep, sticking it out, man. Because other than, some of this nonsense, this game is fantastic, man. The hit detection, I love the normal, faster time to kill. There's no real specialist cheese unless you count the claymores, Claymore Warfare. But other than that, man, the game's solid. So I'm going to keep sticking it out, man, and hopefully cracking the code. I'm thinking about trying a class tonight, actually. I'm going to run Dead Silence, and I'm going to run that perk that, where it's like a, what do they call it? I forgot the hell the name was, like Recharge, where it charges your specialist ability faster in Black Ops 4. And just giving that a shot and just see how it goes before they buff it. But, I guess in the end, maybe we're all just being a little too hard on Infinity Ward. I mean, the game's been out like a week. maybe we just, you know, I mean, they're Infinity War, man. I guess we look up to them as gamers, and we just, you know, just like your son at a football game, you expect him to do the best he can, and I guess we expected the same out of Infinity War. I say, honestly, let's just give him some time, see what happens. But that's going to wrap up the rant, guys. I appreciate y'all coming by. Again, subscribe if you're new. If you made it this far, I'd appreciate it. And I'll just see y'all in the next one. Take it easy.